Today we're adding 8 infection mod to this flat world. We've got the Skull Horde mod, the fungal infection spore, the Me Alliance, Phariosis, the Eye infection, entomophobia from another world, and the Prion infection. It is the first time we do this on a flat world with 8 infection. 8 infection is going to be something. I have no idea how it's gonna go. So first of all, well, there's nothing. Of course, there's nothing. There's slimes. We're not gonna stop the mob spawning, so, well, I guess slimes will be the food of the infections. The me can't work on a flat world, so we need to use the letter of settling. Oh, there we go. But to make them turn into me's, we need to murder them, so that's what we're gonna do. There we go, that's the sign that it's now a me structure. There we go, and we got some builder. Good. Now, I fully expect with 8 infection, some of them will probably die right away, and that's gonna be it. We have 8 infection mods, so chaos is bound to happen, and our next infection that we need to do something to start it, let's do it at least a few blocks away from the me, so they at least have a chance, is the Skull Horde mod. We need to place the Ancient Skull Brain node. There we go. Okay, they already see the Phantom as a threat. Look at them go. These are gonna be the first introduced, but once night comes, well, it's gonna be pure chaos. Also, this flat world is not infinite. There is a barrier of 1,000 block. Oh, here we go. It's noon. There's something falling from the sky. We've got from another world coming down. And this is one of the infection that could die very quickly. If they don't have food to infect, I don't think they can infect a slime. It's gonna be over for them. All they have is this spaceship and 1 dog beast. Until, well, they infect something. But for now, since I guess the mob cap is full, I don't see any new animals spawning. Maybe there's some in the village. Now we have a really nice render distance here. We can see all the way to the border over there. We have a few village in 1, 2, 3, 4 village. Okay, the me's are already in danger. I don't even think they're gonna survive long enough for like the first other infections to arrive. A flat world is actually a perfect breeding ground for the Skull Horde mod, as they have free food available during the day with no danger. And the me's also have no resources. I'm not sure how they're gonna develop. There's no ores, there's nothing. It's a flat world. It's 3 blocks of grass and 1 block of bedrock. And the Skulk is already building some hives, some tendrils. Well, these do nothing. The hives at least gather some mass for them. They have some bees. The bees pollinates the shroom, and they gain mass. But everything's gonna change once the night fall. I think the mob cap is already full because there's barely any slimes or animals spawning. The Skulk is like probably taking everything. But what is weird is the Skulk is supposed to have its own mob cap, so I don't understand why. Like, nothing on the horizon is spawning. There's the dog beast. And the sun is setting. It's about to be nighttime. The eye is rising. And the house of the me's is infected. I think we're gonna lose the me immediately. Get it? Immediately. I'm not sure about this guy. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. If he's gonna die immediately, he's gonna leave a corpse behind, which will infect. Do we have mob spawning? Oh, nice mushroom. Or nothing is gonna happen. There's Spore. There it is. Spore is here. Let's try to find other infections. I see stuff fighting over there. I can't see what it is. It's a drown. Another Spore mobs. Do we have any Phariosis mobs or Prion or the eyes? I don't see any. They're a bit slower to appear than the other infections. TV guy. Okay, here we go. Phariosis is here. Phariosis is eating. I feel like the Skulk will unfortunately lose a lot of points this night, as they keep spawning stuff, and they don't really get a lot of points from the strong other mobs of the infections. If Phariosis is leaving like fleshy bits behind, tumors and stuff. Still no eyes, still no Prion. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. The me's are not building. I think they can't build. They don't have resources or the AI to do something. Maybe it's that. Maybe the flat world breaks. The only reason I use the Tubians is because using a normal builder thing breaks them. It crashed the game. Prion is quiet. That's not... Is that Prion? I always forget. They all looks the same. It's a parasite. Yep. Vile entity. That's Prion. Yeah, Prion is here. Okay. As well as Phariosis. As well as the flesh I hate over there. Minding its own business. I see you there. It's attacking something invisible. These guys despawn after a certain distance, it's weird. The only one left to arrive, which is normal, they arrive probably like day 2 or 3, is entomophobia, which will make them actually absolutely overpowered. Because when they arrive, every single entity in my area, near me, near the players, gets the entomophobia effect, the myagesis effect. Meaning all of these mobs, well, not exactly these guys, but they're gonna die and whatever, you know what I mean? Well, they're gonna become bugs and infect the whole thing. And it's gonna be chaos and my PC will explode. We'll see about that. I'm gonna let this run for a bit and see if something else infect other than the sculk for the blocks, because right now it's all sculk. And that's normal, because this is the only block infection we have right now. Ferriosis, once is unlocked, block infection is going to be absolutely dominating. And it always depends on how Spore evolve in this situation. They can... Excuse me. They can either be extremely strong or vulnerable. There we go, okay. So this is Spore fighting stuff. Anyway, see you when entomophobia decides to point its head. Alright, it's the next day. And right over, whoa, zoom, hello. Here, we've got a chicken, yeah, a chicken. And a text saying the stench of rot and trepidation floods the air, something's off. Villager, what is going on with this villager? Run! There's, whatever that is, Yatic chicken. Why is there a villager here? Spore is having some few infected. And oh wait. Why can't they hurt the crawler? Alright, I might have forgot to make them hostile to the Spore. Now they were hostile, it died. This pile of blood here was the crawler. Now it's fine. And there's another one here. And it has the eye effect somehow. But this here will become something extremely important from another world, as it will allow them to infect the sculk. And this might be huge for them. We'll see. Okay, so this guy has reached the village. So this is gonna be free food. Oh yeah, that's free food. Okay, well this guy is set for life. Where's the insect? Okay, they're here. They have some prey. They get stuck in every single corner. Wait, how's this guy at 0 HP? What? Why are you not dead? What is going on? The villager, don't go this way. Yeah, it's not good this way. Oh, there we go. This is the start of the spread for entomophobia. Oh, we have a crawler now. No, that's a prowler, not a crowler. Whatever. Okay, here we go. They spawned a bunch of bugs, but the slimes are too strong. Wait, are they gonna lose all of their... No, they won't. No, they won't. Uh-oh. If they reach the sculk, they're gonna infect the mites, and it's gonna multiply forever. Oh, Spore is having some fun over here. Okay, there we go. There we go. The multiplication has begun. What the heck? How did... What? Huh? The meat just colonized over there. Wait, the building! Okay, they only have one building, but it's still path. They're doing something. It's just not productive, but it's something. Okay, why is everything on fire here? What is going on? Something blew up. Oh, you're so cute. Alright, since pretty much everyone is here, I can save that we let them go for a very long time and do one of those massive time lapse that will probably just end up in lag. Hopefully it's not. So you're either about to see a very awesome time lapse or just a straight jump cut to the aftermath, depending on the lag. Anyway, let's go. Well, I'm just kidding, we have a time lapse. Alright, so this here is what happened during the recording before we actually started the time-lapse. So I actually recorded it, and we can see the sculk is growing really fast. And this is where I've let it run for a long time, and we can see entomophobia really struggling until it hits some points where all you see these little, like, concentration of mobs, they are converting and killing everything. And then we can see from another world in the top left, starting to gain a lot of mobs from random animal spawning, up to a point where the actual pop cap, the mob cap, just stopped and it prevented everything else to spawn, so I had to get rid of it. Then Spore got a few hold in the situation, and in fact making the time lapse took more time than waiting for the infection to happen. So there we can see a second node from Skullcord mod happening in the top left. I had to kill all the things and all of entomophobia for a while until this happened. There's a weird mob, I don't know which one, that like carved some path within the ground, and it looks really cool. And it's not entomophobia. I don't know exactly which one it is. So then at this point, the eyes, Phariosis, and Prion just started respawning again, gaining some mass, gaining some ground. They are not infecting any of them yet except the eyes, which are getting completely covered by the Skull Horde mod. Spore finally got some foot and made a proto hive mind, so now they are protected in their bubble. And also Phariosis is starting to infect. There's like a little patch of red on the right side, and it's starting to grow until it died and it rotten away. Then Sculk just decided to completely go ham and infect even more until it had another node somewhere in the future. And Phariosis is like going in, going out. There's now a flower. I haven't talked about the Mies, but they just did a few buildings, a lot of random towers, and a bunch of Biloo. They are still in phase 1. This is not phase 2, and they are struggling. And this is where it became pretty much a stalemate, as the eye infection reached max phase and they couldn't do anything more. And alright, we are back in the world, and we have reached pretty much a stable ecosystem right now. Like, I've never seen an area this diverse in like fights and mobs at the same time that just keeps on going. Phariosis, Sculk are the most like proeminent. They are everywhere, as well as Spore that spawns small mobs but also has its bubble here. And maybe it's because we're in a flat world, but the Hallfressa are kind of dumb and just don't move. There's a Sieger I never noticed. That's a Sieger? Yeah, it is, okay. They're gonna probably have another Proto Hive Mind over here, but we're already D25, and everything is pretty much stable right now. Like, Phariosis infect gets infected back by Sculk, and it goes on and on, back and forth. There's some nuclear spawning, then they die, then it rots away, and the cycles continue. Unfortunately, we seem to have lost from another world. They had survived after the wipe to help clean pop space, but Spore got stronger and gained access to some effect that killed the thing, and they are, I think, wiped out. Let's do a search. I mean, there's still gore. They are scattered like this, but they are not producing anything of value from this. And since Spore is actually very dominant, they have a hard time surviving and spreading. Same thing for Prion. I don't know where they got, what happened, but they stopped spawning. But if we go on the other side of barrier here, like over there, most of the things are happening, and here, it's mostly the thing biome. I don't know if I can reveal it. There we go. There it is. All of this is not Sculk Horde anymore. It's all from another world. As for entomophobia, well, they finally got wiped out. After a certain time, nothing seems to be left of them. They didn't do any hide. What is going on over there? Probably a brute yoinking blocks from there. And the eye did stuff and stopped. Like, once again, I don't know where they are, what happened. There's a few remnants over there. There's like these structure. These are from the eyes. They are completely getting engulfed in Sculk. There's one here that is not that converted. We can go take a look inside. And yeah, there's still some stuff. The hive core is there, but on the other ones, I'm pretty sure the hive core is, yeah, transformed into planks. Like, this area is the most interesting one. It's the most diverse area, and the Mies are still alive. They couldn't destroy the core block, so Mies actually have a ton of Biloos doing absolutely nothing. Building, what the heck? They have like storage in the sky. I guess this is ground level. Yeah, about ground level. So I guess they are programmed to, yeah, build here. Oh, this place looks sick from here. Literally, they're all in fiction. So in the end, the thing and entomophobia got completely wiped out. Prion and the eyes are still there sometime. They spawn at night, but they couldn't do much. Even if the eye is at max phase, like they can't go on. Yeah, we can see there's innards here. These are from Prion, and that's it. That's all they got. So the one that survived the most and are the most present. Well, there's Sculk. I don't know if you noticed, there's Sculk everywhere. We could say From Another World is still present, but these things will not infect anything that are here except the Sculk, so they are like a dead area. Phariosis is still like actively fighting back, and Spore is also actively there. I could still be waiting another like 50 days, but doing these time-lapse was a pain in the butt. It is extremely laggy and crashes most of the time when I'm trying to get these rendered and just load the world. It is not fun. There's a lot going on, and also I like having the Bobby mod. Look at how far we can see. By the way, from one side to the other is 1,000 block. We can see the whole thing, but it's really hard on my computer. So I think we've seen enough. This is the biggest experiment we've done, and is mostly a test for what I want to do next, which is play Risk with the infections. We're gonna find a map of the world and give them continents and see what happens. So that's a plan in the future. Let me know in the comments if you like this idea. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And as always, you're awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.